Oh, hi! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's jump into some solo challenge. I've been away for a day or two. Feels like, at least. Jovian run. Wouldn't that be a lot of fun? Wouldn't it be? Ooh, but instead, it looks like I'm gonna go Terractor because it has money. I see AI Central, I jump on AI Central. I see Olympus Conference, I go, oh, okay, Olympus Conference. Arctic Algae is such a powerhouse of a card, hard for me to leave it. Steelworks is good. I like Corporate Stronghold, but now it's getting, the hand is heavy. Interstellar Colony Ship goes well with the rest of the stuff, but I need an engine before I can think about points. And then Business Contacts is what we're going to use to hopefully get an energy income, or any sort of income. Obviously, we need energy for Steelworks. I love Corporate Stronghold, but I'm going to let it go. Though it does feel like Terractor would be the company that goes in on that. It's like, yeah, we need some evil Corporate Stronghold. This is not what I was hoping for. But some cheap oceans in the late game. Whatever. So what do we do with the rest of our cash monies, right? Like buy some oceans? To get an early greenery? Kind of. So we buy Arctic Algae. Then we buy an Aquifer. And honestly, let's go for cards. We need the cards real bad. Solar power. I'm gonna need the energy no matter what, so let's get it now. But like, if you're a Terractor and at the end of Generation 1 you have 1 TR and 1 energy production, you're not feeling super great about it. By extension, I'm not feeling super great about this. But then it brings it back, and you're like, okay. Like, these are all good. I don't think I can play anything this turn, but those were all good cards. So we had a good draft. And now it's time to think about what the hell we're doing. Now, I love a good strip mine. I honestly think the bribe committee is probably really good. $7 because we have to buy the card for 2 income. Could go a long way. How do we get up to the science we need? I really like strip mine. If I grab all 3 of these, then I can play bribed committee, and I can steal an energy production. So now strip mine is allowed to be played. It's going to take a bit because we're going to need to, like, we can get 5 steel for $5, which is profit. Look at all this, my god. How many energy tags do we have? 2, 3, because we can get this. I'm hoping not to need energy, is the thing. But 2 points per Jovians in my hand. This is not a Jovians run, it's a science run. The one I'm leaning towards right now is Cupola, because it uses metal. And I'm only really thinking about it because I can't get strip mine anyway. Okay. And then we'll do the imported hydrogen. So, based on the ocean and the 3 plants, we're going to have enough. So I'm going to go grab this steel, because that'll help us with stuff in the future here. And honestly, it's good that I grabbed Cupola City, because I'm going to put a greenery here. And that's locking us into a corner for a bit. And I don't want to have to make my way across the desert. But, oh, next turn we're going to be a good spot for that, the strip mine. And then we're going to need to start worrying about terraforming the planet. Lunar beam goes a long way. I don't think I need power plant and wave power. Something like GHG producing bacteria, though, is actually interesting. Only because we're going to be so high in steel anyway. And if ever I can, or high in oxygen, and if ever I can get things off the ground with the steel refinery thing that I have, my god, Steelworks, we'll be in a good spot. I feel like our engine buildup has been so slow. We've basically grinded to a halt in the first 4 generations, and now just in generation 5 are we having the chance to take off again. Here is good. That's good for us. That's real good. So let's start on the science. It always scares me to go down the science track when you don't have much income, but no, you gotta start somewhere. Then we grab you. Get a bunch of titanium back, get a card for the draw. Sorry, we're at how many? We're at 2 science now. And then this lunar beam is going to put us even further in the negative, but now we have 2 heat income. So that's going to be pretty nice. Because now we're up to 8, and we'd like that to start ticking. Oh, we got a long way to go. It's not too late for an acquired company, and it's not too late for Lagrange. Deep well heating. I like the heat bump, and I like that it takes steel. But we're going to hold off for now. The reason I like Lagrange is mostly because it's a science tag that I have 3 titanium to buy, so it's free as far as I'm concerned. We still can't get AI Central, but we're close. We'll get this heat bump. And I think it's time for Cupola? Or acquired. How much does this leave us with? 12, so this leaves us with $4. So if we could, no, we can't do it. We need to get more money back than I can off of the board. So why lose an energy production for $3 when I could build this? If we had 2 oceans side by side, we could have pushed for something better there. Okay. Okay. Gen 7. If ever you're doing a science build, you really want to be popping off in 10 or 11. We'll take these. I mean, $6 to get $2 a turn 6 times. Right? $12 for $6. Not bad. Heat production. Godsend as far as I'm concerned. Okay. So I could start with AI Central. What you gotta do. It gets us a card, and then it gets us 2 more cards. And now we've got card draw. Wow, Protected Habs is so bad. So another Earth tag, thank God. We're finally getting a little bit of those income cards in. 2 titanium here. I guess 1 titanium is fine. Tags. We have 4 science tags. Next generation, we're getting the mass converter. I can't get the Radchem by $1. And I'm not using Protected Habs, so I think that's an easy trade. Oh, missed it. I'll give up an energy production to get 2 money income, basically, which is also 2 points. Right, if you looked at this card and it was -1 to get $2, and then it had a 2-point thing on it, or in fact $2, I mean 2 money income, I feel like you'd take it. People have a hard time looking at TR, I think, as looking at it as income. At least in competitive settings. Ooh, Lake Marineris and Moss are both powerful. Let's draw 2 cards. Ooh. Space Elevator. Here's the thing. First, I need to get my science card down so that I can start doing those bumps. So that's the absolute can do, must do. So now we can start building the steelworks next turn and popping off where it really matters the most. Oxygen. Always oxygen. We could build this too, though. Magnetic field dome, start getting some plants. So I'll do it. It's expensive for 2 energy, but I'm willing to do it. Take the hit. Now, the big question for me is the Earth elevator, not Earth elevator, the normal space elevator going to be worth it? I mean, money back on events seems good, especially with flooding. Sure, we'll take it all. I feel like I'm definitely buying too many cards here because we have card draw already. We should just, you know, take our chances with the luck. But it's not how I play. I go card heavy, card real heavy. I have lots of options all the time. Nuclear power. This would be good if I could feed it microbes somehow, which I can with this. $8, eh? Let's see, $8 on this generation means it has 4 activations. But if it gets 3 microbes, then it only needs 1 activation and then 2 activations to chew through those microbes. So I can build that on the next generation. So it makes me want to go media group and then flood, because that gives us a big rebate. Trying to figure out what I want with it. I think it's plants. Big rebate, I say. $3. And that allows us to play moss, which eats a plant but then puts a plant back on because we enhance it. Okay. Now, the thing I'm actually worried about most now is heat. Like, our oxygen we kind of have with a couple of energy actions. We have oceans with a couple of good cards we've picked up through the way there, but heat is looking sketchy. Draw cards, get some steel. I think we're going to put that into Cupola. I don't think the space elevator is worth it now. And the reason Cupola is worth it is because you get to put Cupola over here and then build your greeneries where they actually matter. So I do want a lot of this stuff. What do I want next? I really want GHG reducing bacteria, so let's get that one for free. And we can enhance it. Okay, so that gives us even more options I wasn't aware of. Oh, I should have built the ecological zone first. Did I already build it? No. Is it too late? No. Does it get a tile down? Yes. We could do it for steel or a card. I'm going to do it. I don't like putting, like, bad money after bad. So we get to enhance it twice. It's definitely a card we want to play. And I really want nitrolific. It's just a little tricky. I also like Protected Valley. But where can we put things so that we end up with enough money to do both of those actions? Because this cost me $8, right? So I don't have enough for Protected Valley. I just barely have enough for it now. Yeah, I think I'm going to buy Nitrolific. And then the only real question I have is, can I get this? Yes, I can. Well, if I can get it, let's make it even cheaper by getting another titanium. And then plugging all of that into it. That feels good. Oh, I guess it wastes an animal. Oh, no, it doesn't, because I have an animal thing I can do now, the ecological zone. It's not as good as a point per, but playing it now I think is well worth it. And then we get to heat the planet. You know what? And I'll even do nuclear power right now, because if we're worried about oxygen, which we're not really worried, but if we are, we can get water splitting plant next turn, and we'll have enough for that and our ore processor. But I don't know what we're going to do about the heat bumps. We need a lot of big space events to save us. And not much time. So we'll grab this just to get us a little bit more draw. Callisto is not necessarily what I was looking for, but insulation is also not what I was looking for. But we're chewing through the deck now a little bit faster. Obviously, getting those two heat productions in like such late generations is it's not really helping us. Okay, let's get the water splitting. Just because we know we can do it. That gets us the heat bump. We'll go and score a couple more plants. Protected Valley. More plants back. Ecological zone's getting pumped up. Likes it. Is there anything worth, like, permafrost extraction we're not even close? Like, oh my gosh. But at least we have 1, 2, 3, 4 oceans, including the free one coming. So we only need 2 more oceans, but we need so much heat. Like, we need a savior. Oh, you know what? I shouldn't even have... Okay, let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. 1, 2, 3, 4, plus those. We only need 2, but this one gives us a heat bump. Makes me want to get these ones, you know? But I wouldn't play Ice Asteroid over... I feel like I'm looking at Gift Horse in the mouth by not taking Ice Asteroid. I'm going to take it because I'm not sure how it's going to shake out. Because Permafrost Extraction is good. But Permafrost Extraction is more expensive than a standard project. And Permafrost Extraction is compared to 21. I.e., $21 plus buying the card is 24. Permafrost Extraction at 18 is 26. It's not worth grabbing this card. It's $2 saving if I end up using it. I'd rather not have that weight on me shoulder. Let's draw more cards. Did I not look at a card and choose whether or not to buy it? I don't want that. I do want that. Extreme cold fungus? Yo, that's a godsend. And it's cold enough for it, because we're so poor at terraforming the planet. Wow, did that ever work out? That got us a whole 2 more heat bumps. Barring not getting another way of getting microbes. Okay. Where are we gonna put this ocean down, bro? I don't know why I put it there actually, because I want a green from this side probably, because this is where my city is. Oh, I wanted to nuke, but even that I didn't really open up a spot. Oh. You know what, let's just nuke for a card. There's a card spot down at the bottom. Yep. Thank you. Carbonate processing, like, it's a fine idea. I guess I'll buy this too. I mean, we may as well get a little bit more heat. I didn't do the math. Oh, we're actually one shy. Aren't we? Well, there could be another way of getting heat. I don't want to do oxygen bump. I'd rather have the 3 heat over there just in case something comes up. And now I'm going to sell a card. It's going to be cloud seeding. And that's going to allow me to play birds. And the reason that's cool is because that enhances for a bird. It ecologicals for a bird. And then I use it for a bird. And then next generation I use it for a bird. And we really need to figure out how we're going to do these oceans and heat bumps. Because I think we are not in a great spot. We only need 1 ocean though, I guess. I don't think nitrogen-rich asteroid's a good way to get our heat bumps. See if we can draw better than that. Noctis and peroxide, or mining rights. I hate to say it, kids, but that's not good. I was really hoping for space events give you heat. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, asteroid. We need to get a lot of money back here from our greeneries coming along the top, I guess. And coming along the bottom. I don't know what's best to do first. There's more plants up here. We only have $30 and we need frickin' all the oceans. Uh-oh. Yeah, I should have done the bottom path. If I get a plant that gives me enough for an ocean right now. Right? Yeah, because I get the extra 2. So then we go here. Are we ever trying to rescue this? So, aquifer for a card? Deimos. No, Deimos would be too expensive. Oh, okay. So here's the question I always have. Is it better to maximize points at the end of the game? Or do like the last heat bump, for example? And I think I'd rather maximize points. Like, it's a loss, but it's... You know, it's a loss with points. You know, it's not like we're bad people. We're just not great people. I mean, how good is Noctis? And grass, oh, might give us another. Let me look. So security fleet we could buy and put a thing on for a point. Noctis we can not afford at all, but it would have been really cool. And then grass gives us 4 plants right now, actually. And then 8 plant production. So it's an extra point, basically. Which I'll do it that way instead of the other way. Oh, because it enhances, so that's kind of cool. I mean, we can get a card. Let's get a card. You know, maybe we'll get like a point. We did not get a point. Wow, what a rough go. I keep hoping that, like, we look up and we're off by a generation or something, but we were not. I mean, here's the thing. I always put the burden on Terractor's shoulders. I'm always like, hey, things are bad, so Terractor, you have money, let's play you. And, you know, it's kind of abusive, honestly. It's not Terractor's fault it has money. It's just... Ugh. I feel like I used to be really good at terraforming Mars. And then you just get these real bad runs. And I just feel like people need to be re-rolling these, right? When you get a hand like that and you're like, ugh. Or maybe people are just slaying their power. But either way, it just feels like a stab to my heart. I'm like, Terraforming Mars, why are you so cruel? And then it'll give me a run for 150 points, and I'll be like, I'm the best! Either way, I hope you enjoyed. I sure did. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.